streaming. Yeah. There she is. Right down you. Share.
It looks good on this too, actually.
Yeah, it's like. I forgot the hashtag.
Door.
Post. Hey, counts.
What you say?
I'm trying to post all the stream links.
Oh. I am trying to find it. What's a bust it challenge? That sounds fun. Or bust it. Bust it. Oh, hello, everybody.
Let's do it to it, homie. In glorious 4K. God, that looks good. I can't get over that.
It's clear.
That's like,
It's definitely a lot better.
that's amazing.
Do we look great now
I hope so.
with this new camera that you
Chris.
guys bought us?
Hey, Chris. How you doing, buddy? Move that over there. Move you. We have many exciting things to share tonight amongst just talking about things. So, hope you guys are ready. It's going to be a good night. But as usual, we wait, a couple minutes for other people to kind of roll in before we get going here. Hey, David. Glad you could join us, buddy. As always, thank you very much. I can stop playing my phone. You found yours, right?
Yeah, but it's not a ridge. I don't even know what it is. I thought it was.
It's all right. Damn right, that's clear, Chris. That's coming in through 4K, buddy. That is fan-damn-tastic. Hang on. Product placement. Hang on. Product placement. Hang on. Product placement. Hang on.
There's products everywhere.
Product placement. all I can think about is that scene from like is it Wayne's World? No, yeah.
Maybe.
They're
know
talking
where
about like
you're
people
going.
selling out, and the dude's wearing like all Pepsi gear. He's like, some people just have no standards, man. Yes, Cam, we are using the new Cam. Ha! Dad joke. You're welcome. I dropped a banger of a dad joke on Andrew the other day, and it was amazing. I told it to John too, and he died. He liked it so much that he ended up sharing it with other people.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was that the really bad one?
The traffic jam? Yeah.
Have fun doing the show alone tonight.
Oh, God, that was amazing. We'll give it another minute, about 3 minutes as usual. Try and roll into this. Although, coming up really soon here, I got to make a point to make Andrew make an intro. I'm kidding. One of us will.
Make an intro? Oh yeah.
Like old timey like movie countdown screen. And it's like boop, 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 and it's like going around 30, 29, 28. Like I want to do that,
Yeah.
and then roll into, because it doesn't, like when you hit start stream, it's not like instant.
Yeah. No.
So give it like that buffer, the 30-second buffer, and then roll into like a 2-minute like video, like intro, and then maybe like a minute, and then like stream starts. So if you're not in at that point, then we're good. Ben Marshall.
Oh, I'll do the hot dog one from the drive-ins.
Let's all go to the
The hot dog
live
jumps in
stream.
the bun.
Yeah. Let's all go to the live stream. Ben Marshall, I got a good dad joke. How do you fix a pumpkin? I don't know, but now I really want to know. Hey, Kevin. Thanks for joining, man. Might get started here in a minute once Ben drops the dad joke of all dad jokes.
I hope it's good.
It better be good. I'll be disappointed. Hey, TV. Come on, Ben. Don't let me down. I need to hear this.
No, he doesn't. He's gonna say it again one day. Gonna piss me off.
Hey, Jeff. Thank you for joining, sir. Come on, Ben.
Did you forget what it was? Oh.
I like that one.
I don't.
Dude, the cornier the dad joke, the madder he gets.
It was the one that like you said to me on that lake when we just got there.
Oh,
It's the little horse joke.
why did the pony why, uh why did the pony have a sore throat? Because he was a little horse. The other one I dropped on you randomly is like, that's why geology rocks. But, sorry, that's why geology rocks, but geography is where it's at.
I wanted to drown myself.
It's amazing. Vance, how's it going, buddy? Yes, Cam. Last minute topic change to dad jokes. So the one I dropped on him, we were talking about a vehicular accident the other day. We were driving to the lake on Sunday, and I just like I came up with this joke like 4 days before this. I'm like, I can't wait to drop this on him. I can't wait for the perfect opportunity, right? And all of a sudden he starts talking about like driving and accidents. I'm like, oh, here it comes. So, and I looked over like, oh, dude, you hear about the bad accident on the highway the other day? He's like, no, what happened? I was like, oh, it's ugly. Tractor trailer turned over on the highway. He's like, oh, damn, I didn't hear about that. It's like, yeah, it's a Smucker's truck. Created quite the traffic jam.
Silent for 20 minutes.
It was great. Carl, Curse Fisherman, Michelle, hi everybody. Thank you for joining. It is 6 minutes in now. A couple dad jokes under our belt. Let's get going. Ben, you hold on to that dad joke. Jerry, do not comment on my posts unless it's something helpful.
It's not.
It never is. So, a couple things to address. First and foremost, we have a stream sponsor for the night, and it's actually a new sponsor for the channel, Ridge Wallets. This was like an awesome one to be approached by because Andrew doesn't have a Ridge specifically, but he has this style.
Yeah.
And my wife, hairdresser, she has many clients that have a wallet like that. And I've always had like an idea of like, I got to get rid of like my old, well, I don't have to get rid of, I want to get rid of my old, like, you know, traditional leather wallet.
This is way better than mine.
Dude, it things mint. And I was like, I kind of want something like that new minimalist style, right? So just by chance, Ridge reached out and I was like, hell yeah, that works great. So I got myself the Carbon wallet from the Ridge. This thing is awesome. It can hold up to 25 credit cards, I believe it said, although I think I've only got like 10 in there between credit cards, driver's license, boater's license, like health insurance, AAA card, things like that. You can get like a strap for your money, but I stuck with the money clip. I love it. It's compact. It's like, it seems a little weird at first when you're like putting your money in the money clip, but it's no like different than opening your wallet and like trying to stuff them in there all nicely. But this time I'm just like fold it up really nice and tuck it in. It's mint.
I want to get one.
I love this damn thing.
It's
So
great. Mine just like fell apart.
oh, it's because you don't have a Ridge. We'll get you one. So that is the stream sponsor for the night. Oh yeah, it's literally like the same thing, but just not as good quality.
No.
This actually looks like it's like legit carbon fiber though. Like it's good. It's nice. Cards going in and out real nice. I love it. So that's number one. Number two, this is the one I'm most excited about. We have actually two new sponsors. For anybody paying attention along the bottom here, we updated the banner. First off, we got rid of these graphics up here. I decided I didn't like them anymore. So I just put a little follow us thing with all the logos down here somewhere in front of me. And we kind of got sponsored by GoPro.
Kinda, yeah.
We got sponsored by
That kind of
GoPro.
happened.
I don't like I'm still kind of mind blown that they accepted my application. It's freaking awesome. So yeah, we're sponsored by GoPro now, and that's a thing, and it's fucking awesome. So that's actually a plus side too, because now we get like some pretty awesome deals through them, which is good because I am desperate to upgrade all the GoPros in the boat to go along with this. Just a quick thing with what we do in the boat when we're filming, it's 2.7K resolution. So it'd be like 1080p, 1440p, 2.7K, 4K at 60 frames a second. But if I go with the new cameras, either the 9 or the 10, I can do two things. One, it's got a forward-facing screen preview. So now when I set them up, I always know that everything's in frame because things get jostled pretty hard when we're running across the lake. And then the other aspect is I can film 2.7K resolution at 120 frames per second. So now, like in a lot of videos, when I zoom in and slow things way down, we get a good fish jump. Now it'll be like insanely buttery smooth clean. Or we go 4K at 60 frames. Either way, it's
Still
gonna be great.
gonna look great.
So anyway, yeah. New sponsors, always a good thing. Other than that, we updated also the graphic for donation goals. We hit the last one last week, which is awesome. As you can see, we have a new camera in action, Sony A6400, made possible by you guys. So thank you very much for all the donations. We made it happen. You guys made it happen.
Yeah,
Never
you
mind
guys
us.
made it happen. We were just here talking to you.
But I wasn't joking. You guys, we hit the goal on Thursday or last Wednesday, and I had the camera ordered by like 11 o'clock that night. It was here Saturday. We played around with it on the lake for a little bit. I did a little bit of filming up here with my new swim bait rod from Wicked Custom Rods. And now it's all set for the streams. Although almost didn't have it happen this week. I did an oopsie doodle, stony baloney. I thought I had the right cable for it. I didn't. I went to go I'm down here at 12:30 at night last night. I'm like, yeah, getting everything set up. This is great. Did all my thumbnail stuff, did everything, and I'm like, sweet. So camera settings, plug in the HDMI to the dongle into the PC, and I go take the other end of that HDMI, go to the camera, and I'm like, shit.
That doesn't have HDMI on it.
It does, but I bought a cable with a mini HDMI, and I needed
Oh.
micro. So Best Buy came through in the clutch. They had one in stock in Concord, so I picked it up on my way home from work today.
Jesus. Perfect.
So it's great. Worked great. So that's that. Next goal, kept it really low this time, $150. What I want to get is it's called a Stream Deck. It's basically
Oh,
a
yeah.
fancy thing. The one I'm going to get is 15 programmable buttons. So like when people do donations, I can like just pop a button and give you like beyond us saying thank you, like a nice little splash across the screen for recognition. If we're talking about something specific, like one of our sponsors, push another button and like pop a link in the chat for you guys. If we're talking about something else, like, you know, like ahead of time, we know we're going to be talking about certain products, sponsored or not, like hit another link and boom, it's right there for you guys. So it'll be awesome because it'll be more interactive as we move forward, and it'll just overall help like a more professional setup, if you will, which is what I want to do. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm jacked up.
Sweet. I'm all jacked up.
I'm all jacked up. Mountain Dew. Hey, Mark, thank you for joining. Before we roll into it further, Michelle had a question. Best soft plastics at the moment for shallow waters. You first.
Senko.
Bingo. Dude, Senko slays all the time, but especially right now, where they're kind of like in and out and they're chasing bait fish. I believe they call it the year of the young. All the little baby bait fish kind of grew up over the summer and they're moving back up into the shallows, and all the bass are feasting. So stick bait just works. Craws, T-Rig craws, like still Strike King Rage Craw. It's like killer right now. Beast Coast Marauder, also a great trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Anything like the Strike King, what is it you use? The Rage Bug or the Menace Craw or something like that. It's a slightly different.
Bug.
You
Sneeze.
You really can't go wrong with still right now with green pumpkin or black with blue flake, and that's like depending on water clarity. You know, if you can see 8 feet down or deeper, go green pumpkin. If you can only see 8 feet to 5 feet down, it could be either one. If you can only see like 5 feet down, absolute max, black with blue flake, kind of hard to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it simple, works killer. Ben did say, I know there's a way you can actually automate the donation screen through a program called OBS, which is exactly what we're using right now. So yes, there is a way to do it, but I would also like to be able to like kind of, well, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Michelle, I think I can you click using the said mouse in Z box in the say something box really quick? And you have a friend. Click.
Who the hell are you?
Ah, crap. I can't right now. I'm sorry, Michelle, because of the new setup. My keyboard doesn't work. Damn it. I have to figure that out. Wait,
Whoops.
if I... Come on.
I don't think
Turn it
you
off.
can.
Hang on. Might be able to make this work. Oh, it's because I... Hold that thought. I unplugged the stupid dongle. It works for both the mouse and the keyboard.
Well, that was dumb.
That's me. Your opinion. 50-50 shot. I got it wrong the first try.
Well,
Who is that that's yelling at you?
I have no idea. Who are you?
Do I know you?
normal for sunfish, bluegills to be aggressive this time of year. Seen before caught some
you
on a
in-
jerkbait or on a crankbait. They're
I can't-
always jerks. Sunfish always are super aggressive. East Coast fishing.com.
Boom.
Bam.
Go there. Did I type that in right? That does not look right.
Alan. Which Alan?
Yeah, which oh, that's
There's 13 of them.
yeah, there we go. Okay, I forgot that part. Okay, there you go. Go to their soft plastics part, go to the Marauders, take your pick. If you get something in the orange, it's really good. Anyway, moving on. Hey Jason, glad you could join us. Did you answer Ronald's question?
Kinda. I just said, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Bluegills are always aggressive. Especially around now, actually. I have caught them on jerkbaits this time of year.
you caught a
For
giant perch the other day too.
Oh, true. I did 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. Giant perch.
What did I get that on?
Jig.
Jig?
You're swimming it back. You're just like reeling it back. You're like, oh, what the?
Oh, yeah.
Can you hover over that Beast Coast link I put on? Got the 3 little dots.
Whammo.
Pin that, please. Bingo, bango, bongo. And hey, while we're here, Michelle, also check out Jason's website, Crazy Hickbait Company. Can I put that in there? Is it, Jason, remind me off the top of my head because I have it bookmarked. Is it crazyhickbaitco.com?
I think it is. Crazy.
We're gonna find out. Can you click in the old the say something box there, please? So I can typey. Thank you.
Type.
Ooh, we finally cracked the 5-pound mark on Sunday. Hell yeah, man! What'd you get? Like, what was it? Hey, John, thank you for joining. I think it's crazyhickbaitco.com, but we're gonna wait. I'm not gonna click yet. I'll wait for Jason to confirm. Jason also has some really cool looking like craw type creature-esque trailers. Highly recommend you check him out. New Hampshire company. Cannot go wrong. I've actually got quite a bit of his baits. Swim baits, stick baits, those craws. What else do I have from them? Oh, Mr. David has joined us. Any bass addict. Hey, buddy. Did you confirm? I can confirm on mine. Wait, yes, picked up some of those at Barry's Baits in New Durham. Love me some Crazy Hick Bait. Yeah, see, there you go. I'm still gonna drop it in there. Once I confirm that I have it, that my
Mr. Tyler.
Bait.
Mr. Phillips.
Cool. Tell me. No, it's just Crazy Hick Baits. I was close. I got it. Crazy Hick Baits. Bam.
I love to fish.
Click. Yeah, it should be fine. I hope I got that right. CrazyHickBaits.com. Yeah. Yeah, anyway. So, Tyler, thank you for joining us, sir. I love to fish. Ben, how's Top Water doing this time of the year? Spooks. Was playing with one today and feeling froggy with it myself. Top Water for like everybody else. For us,
I just don't throw top water that often.
I can't. I just, it's not happening for me. Despite all the trying.
It's fun.
How much did I throw when we were out there this past Sunday? We need to do our fishing report.
We do.
We do, but I mean, honestly, how much did I work that spook? That torpedo?
A lot.
A lot. Those fish were dumb. It was a terrible weekend this weekend. Just kidding. It was
Yeah.
actually pretty good. 5 pound, 2 ounce large in Kingston. Hell yeah, Jason. That's awesome, man.
Nice.
Let's talk about this weekend. You want to start?
Pike. Lots of pike. That's about it for me.
Yeah. I feel bad. He did not. It happens to both of us.
I don't feel bad.
So we went up into Vermont.
Happens.
I was up there Friday for 6 hours. New Lake. I don't want to talk about the name of it yet, but it's way up there in Vermont. And I was out there pre-fishing for a tournament that we have coming up. So I went up Friday and I was there for like a little over 6 hours, and 4.5 of that roughly was spent just idling. Like literally just idling and staring at my side imaging. But out of that 4.5, I didn't even actually say almost 5 hours of that. And out of that 5 hours, about an hour of that was trolling around with my 360 down. So going around marking a bunch of stuff that looked really good, like either as individual rock piles or just kind of good tapering points, like offshore grass, things like that. Like anything that I thought looked good, not only for like now and in the next week or two, but also, just in general for future trips, because I'm definitely going back to this place.
Yep.
And then I found a couple areas that it just looked different. Like it was just bottom comp changes, like from soft to firm stuff. So that's where the Mega 360 comes in. So mark a couple of areas of interest, come back, drop 360, troll around a little bit, get a lay of the land, and as well, marking fish. Plucked up two, one good one dink that totally forgot to mention because it was a dink, so whatever. And then we went back Sunday, and it was a little bit more of like, okay, I got the smallmouth I think figured out, and now let's try largemouth.
Yeah,
largemouth did not pan out.
I got one, and it was the size of this Ridge wallet.
It was tiny.
It was small.
I did get a few largemouth myself, but then we were like, okay, screw this. We're going to focus on smallmouth because we know what we're doing. We did. I don't know why. It was only me catching them. You're doing literally the same thing. I don't know. I think it was just luck of the draw. It's not like we lit them up either. I only caught 10?
Maybe, yeah.
But that's okay because it's not like, we were marking fish. We were just trying to okay, I've marked a bunch of fish. Now you get it's a calculated risk management, right? When you're out pre-fishing for a tournament, you got to catch something so you know what you're looking at. Yeah, those marks look good, but it could just be giant crappie or giant, white perch, yellow
pike,
perch, whatever, pike, right?
I was catching all those.
Right, one giant mark, it's a giant smallie. Well, maybe it's a largie, maybe it's just a giant pike in this case, which are freaking everywhere in Vermont. So you got to go out and pluck some up, and we did that over the course of 10 different spots. So I was feeling pretty good about what we were doing. And it just they weren't active. Our buddy DJ 3D_fishing on Instagram was out there too with his buddy Alex. They fared a little bit better than us for overall numbers and average best five. But even they said it was slow. It was a tough weekend. So, they're definitely moving up. So for anybody going out this weekend, if you're going out deep water smallies, that offshore bite has really cooled off, and to an extent. I don't think it's dead, but now I feel like they're really pushing up to mainland points, and they're kind of working around those transitional areas before they're going to come back out to that deep water again. How deep they are totally varies by location, and forage I really feel drives their depth they want to be at more than anything this time of the year.
Oh, for sure. And
color is key. Now, I am not going to say a damn word about what we caught them on this past weekend because, again, we're out there for a tournament. It's pretty good money.
Pretty good.
They're getting pretty close to, I think they're going to fill it up. First place will be $3,000.
Yep.
So
for 2 days.
For 2-day tournament. One on one lake, day one on one lake, day two on a different lake. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not going to lie.
If I can fish better than I did last weekend.
You have one blip every once in a while, so do I. It just happens. Yeah, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna crack them like always. Launch Beast Crew. Hey buddy. Hey Kyle. Topwater of big aggressive baits, dude. How big is that spook I was throwing? 5 inch?
5, 6.
No, 6 inch. Is a big boy. Nothing. Big. But I don't know. I felt like they were definitively feeding down specifically on Sunday. That's the thing I've always said with smallmouth. Let's go out there and establish. Are they feeding up or are they feeding down?
Yeah, but I spent 3 or 4 hours throwing a jig and didn't get anything.
Well, I mean, I was throwing a lot of bottom contact baits too. I worked the whole column. I mean, I was throwing stuff mid, bottom, suspended, top, and I couldn't get him to touch the top water. No, I got a different top water I'm gonna throw when we go out this weekend. I got an idea.
Okay.
Brian, thank you for joining, and it's going great. Ronald, ever fished near a beaver den? No, never.
Never.
Would you like to elaborate on this?
Just do it. That's all I gotta say.
No, you can elaborate on that. You got it.
I've caught more big fish out from underneath beaver dens than I have away from them. It's just one of those things. Every time me and him go out, we see one. We're like, oh, dude, beaver hut, throw at it.
Every time.
Let's go. So we always go over it. At least get a couple fish out of it. Not always big, but they do get up underneath there because they have. Say this is it. They have these branches that come out. They for feeding during the winter or something like that. I don't know what the hell they do with them, but there's fish always on beaver huts. That's just, they love it. Fish them, please.
Dude, yeah. It's just, it's consistent, hard structure. It just works. They're always tucked in there. all those little nooks and crannies between a variety of different diameters of branches in there gives tons of cover for all the bait fish to tuck up in and hide. It's a great ambush spot. Hiding spot, great ambush spot. You can't go wrong. And yet, Sanj B is correct. It is a beaver hut, not a den. Whatever. Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Beaver pile.
Jason got his on a drop shot on a weekend. It's drop shot season time, man. Top water and drop shot and some other like really key baits that I usually kill it on when the water starts getting cold. It's that time.
It is. It sure is.
Diversify your offerings. For those going out this weekend, really diversify what you're doing, man. Because like that transition it's just like the spring. You just, like Friday could be one thing, Saturday could something entirely different, Sunday could be another whole series of something entirely different. So keep an open mind. Can you scroll back up a little bit, please? There was something I missed from... too far.
Jesus.
Michelle, I need thoughts on bank fishing. Struggling big time. I must get myself a boat. Or even a yak. Like those little crawdads, like those 4 foot by 8 foot plastic boats, like those are killer.
Yeah.
I would get that before a kayak and a heartbeat, in my opinion. I know it's a little bit more difficult to tow it around, but yeah, I like the stability and the overall space.
Bank fishing right now is tough.
It's just tough in New Hampshire, period.
Yeah, I used to be like pretty much all I did. And that's why I fished for trout so much when I was younger, because I didn't have a boat to go out on. And, well, you're just going to have to grind it out.
Yeah, pretty much. And
try and find deep holes that are near the shore.
Yep. Yeah.
Pretty much, that's all.
If you can get a cast, like long cast, obviously not parallel to the bank, but as close to it as you can, and then like past hard structure, like lying down timber, that will work. Mm-hmm. That will work phenomenal, especially right now where the vegetation's starting to die off. They're gravitating towards that hard structure. Rock piles, laydowns, like stumps, like whatever you can find for hard structure that's been there forever. Target that the best way you absolutely can. Well, yeah, a beaver dam and a beaver hut, but we said beaver den, not dam.
Damn.
Perfect. Where are we at?
It's Big Glide's been
Vance.
Killing it in New Jersey.
So I think we're gonna try and throw that Friday. Maybe. Only because I want to try the new rod. Hey, did you see my new rod? My new swim bait rod from Wicked Custom Rods? Thing's mint. You picked it up.
I did. It's really light.
8 foot, heavy, fast, rated 1 to 6 ounces. It's got a Lose Super Duty 300 on it. It's stupid. Stupid. I can't wait to go throw that this weekend. Ronald, drop shot. I put 2 foot leader in cast and current and leaving the rod holder and anchored. Like live bait and using another rod. I like it. The Michelle, I appreciate you guys. I've been lucky enough to live in a lake where I'm snapping a few each day, but I'm needing to step up my knowledge. Well, you're very welcome, and we're glad that you're here to listen.
Well, we're here every Wednesday.
Every
at
Wednesday.
8 o'clock.
Yep. And I dropped the ball. I meant to have a new video out last Friday, and I got busy. And I had the kids. Oh, the kids' high school tournament, their state championship. Let's go to that. But anyway, I didn't get the video done. But it'll be done for this Friday. So there's that. That was with Robbie. The bigs, the big bigs, the one big.
Well, that ain't good.
Why did that do that? All right, hang tight. Hang tight.
It just got warm.
Is that what it said?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Hold on.
Grab that fan and point it up here, please.
Oh, I'm upside down.
All right, hang on. I can fix it. Cool it down. Dude, if I have to kill the stream, I'm not going to be happy.
Yeah. Hold on. One second. Damn you, Zuckerberg.
All right, there we go.
Oh, hello.
It's because it's... We're back.
A little more?
See? We got it.
Alright, that's better.
That was quick. All right, is that fan blowing up at it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Smart. Is that on high? Is that on like the highest setting it can be on?
Now it is.
Hell yeah. Thank you, sir. Okay. Sorry. So. Yeah. That's how it goes. Oh, echo. Sorry, hang on.
Echo.
Yep. I got it.
What the hell did we do?
Okay.
Whoa, there we are. All right. Whoops.
Sorry. Okay. So, you know what's funny? The whole reason I picked this friggin' thing was it was supposed to not overheat like this and create the issues that I had with the last digital camera that I tried out. And then so I had to re-add the video scene, right? Like, camera shut off, so the scene that I have in there for the stream software is like, bat, I forgot what it is. So you have to re-add it, but I forgot that it defaults to capturing audio from said device if it's on, hence the echo. Sorry about that. Sounds like you're running across the lake. So, but the whole point of getting this camera was it was well reviewed for a lack of overheating issues. Clearly not. That's okay. We get the fan on it. That's going to help. I'm supposed to be buying a cage. Hint, hint. Donations also help very much. It's an aluminum cage that you mount in this thing and mount this into said cage. And that really helps dissipate heat. Like, awesome. So, see how it goes. And it's not that expensive. I should have added that to the stream goal first. The donation goal is okay. David, go ahead. You read that one.
Hey guys, just moved up to New Hampshire. Is there a good place online to find boat ramp info? State websites, often a lot of them. Oh wait, what? A lot of them.
Often, I think he meant to say often leave a lot of them out.
Oh, yeah. No, they're the New Hampshire website. The New Hampshire Fish and Game website is pretty good about it. They have information on almost every lake in the state, every pond in the state, whether it's big boat or kayak only or like car top only or whatever, and it shows where the launch is on the lake too.
Yep. So between that, Google Maps, like Michelle said, Clark's book is awesome. That's like really good. But the New Hampshire Fish and Game website, you can go look up bathymetry maps. I forget how to pronounce it, but bathymetry. Yeah, something like that. Depth maps. If you just Google search New Hampshire depth maps, it'll take you to the New Hampshire Fish and Game website. Like Andrew said, everything's there. And it'll list, I think there's over 650 lakes that they have listed, where the majority of them are like really vague for overall like depth and contour and stuff. But like overall access, if it's private or public, where it's located, is a car top or boat launch, like everything Andrew said, like it's all there. And New Hampshire's one of the best at that. So that's all you need, buddy. Michelle, I'm not sure where the donation button is actually, because I haven't watched the stream myself as like a viewer. But if someone could point it out to her, because I'm only seeing it from like the back end of YouTube side, so I don't know where it is. I apologize. Or in the video description below, there is a link, or at least the information for both our Venmo and PayPal. We don't, YouTube takes like 40% of everything donated,
Right.
but we get 100% of everything that comes through Venmo and PayPal. Whatever works for you, whatever you want to do, greatly appreciate it. It's a little money sign. There you go. Thank you, Cam and Grat. Talon, I saw you in there. Hope you're back. Hope you're here. Hope you stayed.
Who?
Miss you, buddy. Talon is one of my old buddies.
Oh, he said peaks in.
Van, you read that. You read that from Vance. I don't want to read it.
The Silver Lake ring a bell.
Depends on which one.
Yeah, there's a bunch. There's like 7 of them. There's 6 of them in the state.
We know of all of
Sounds
them.
absolutely tough fishing as far as you can find. Catch PB Smalley out of the last time I was up there. Probably the one that we're thinking of.
Probably. Well, I know the one up north that's the one near North Conway. That one's supposedly pretty good. I guess it's okay. I'm not just saying that to like smoke and mirrors. I like it legitimately. That's what I've been told. I never fished it. Everything I hear is second, third hand. So take it with a grain of salt. But I heard it's so-so. The other one we're thinking of, I heard of people catching good fish out of there.
Yeah, and then
We have one friend that does.
Never got anything good out of there.
No, I was talking to Kyle about it. Slaunch Beast Crew, for those in the chat wondering, and like that came up. Like he was thinking about going there. I was like, oh, good luck.
Yeah, don't go. We had one day there that we caught like a couple over 3. It was
That
that
was it.
super windy, like 60-mile-an-hour jerkbait day.
And I
That
didn't
was
even
it.
get the good one on the jerkbait. You did. I got one on that little swim bait, dragging it on the jig head
Oh yeah.
out of the wind early in the day. And it took us a while, but we finally figured it out. Yes, Ben, we are using a new camera, and thank you for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate it. Oh, right. Okay, so let's get the high school tournament out of the way, and then let's kind of roll in a little bit more into tonight's topic.
You're right. This is the best freaking one.
That is pretty good. So the team that I coach, the high school, was Hillsborough Deering High School, is the bass fishing team that I coach. They squeaked in last qualifying spot for the state championship. They finished 11th in the qualifying tournament, and then the state championship was on Lake Wentworth, and that did not go anywhere near as I thought it was going to. So how it works for the state championship, at least for New Hampshire, wherever you finished out of the qualifying spots in the qualifying tournament is what your launch order is for the state championship. So they squeaked in last place, we're last to go out. I had a handful of spots in mind, and I watched literally everybody go to those spots, which is both good and bad, right? Like, okay, that sucks. Like, literally the first 4 options I had in mind were just all taken, but I'm thinking the same way, at least as everybody else did, even the winners. No, I want to take that back. Because even though we're all thinking the same thing, nothing that we all thought of ended up being what won. So I was like, okay, so we went and tried, like, I don't even remember. It was way down my list of things, but it had the right makeup of what I wanted. Dude, like beautiful, like steep sandy bank, nice tapering point that goes off to a little gap to like an offshore rock pile that was pure sex, like 25 feet deep. It was 25 feet deep, topped out at 20. Just like a couple of big boulders and all this little rip-rap crap all around it. And I was like, I'm looking at him like, I need a rod. But, and I got actually one good little fish out of there, 2-pound smallmouth. And then nothing. And one of the guys, I watched a boat go into like where I wanted to go, spot number 1, right? And they came out 20 minutes later and they came over and fished near us. I know the guy. He's a coach from another school, lives in my town. And he yells over after a few. He's like, how you doing? I'm like, slow, man. We're marking them, but they're just not biting. And he just threw his hands up. He's like, same. It's just, it's painful. And that was what everybody said. Those fish were shut down. And you're welcome, Stefan. So we're like, okay, what do we do? So I do what I do, right? I'm like, okay, well, they're supposed to be kind of in this range. And again, I've stressed this so many times. This time of the year, you have to be flexible. You literally have to look from a foot of water to 55. Wentworth has kind of got like a bit of everything. One team that pulled lunker was a largemouth. I don't remember. Cam, you're still here. Do you remember what it was? They drop shot it out of 55 feet of water. Was the biggest largemouth of the day. It was pinned to the bottom. They drop shot down and pulled it up. 55 feet of water. That's insane. I think it was 4 pounds, 8 ounces, something like that. 4 and some change. Yeah. And then I was working like another like kind of long sandbar-ish thing, and there's some like rip-rap rock like right on that breaking edge. Like perfect. A little shallower than I normally would look, but it's got the makings of everything that you would want. Drops off nice and steep to deep water. Like great transition area up on top. There's some good structure. So, okay, let's work the transition and, just kind of zigzag over that, right? So you're getting a little bit of the shallow, a little bit of the deep transition line. They caught a couple more smallmouth. Had to work through some baits. Kept like throwing stuff at them, like tie that on. And we kind of locked into color, and then bite died. They only got 3 fish. I'm like, we got to do something different. Screw it. Let's go super shallow. Like I said to myself, cover it from a foot to 55, whatever. And, they had the winning fish. I'm not joking. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to blow smoke up anybody's butt or make myself sound like I'm like some god, right? Oh my God, I don't always know what I'm doing. I had a hunch based on what we were seeing. So we went up shallow, and sure enough, they ended up catching a 3.3 largemouth on a square bill in 3 feet of water, 2 more 2-pound smallmouth in 3 feet of water, and then another 2-pound largemouth, all 3 feet of water. One of the smallmouth they caught had easily a 5-pound largemouth chasing it, trying to eat it. He will eat the bait. And I'm kneeling down the back of the boat, and 3 feet of water, and this thing's swimming around like the back corner right where I'm kneeling over. I'm like,
do something.
Literally what I'm like, I'm just like, put put the net down, make him do it on his own, dude. Like, and they couldn't capitalize, unfortunately. And then we saw another one. I mean, it was two big rocks the size of the desk. I mean, from Andrew's shoulder to my shoulder, right? And actually, no joke, like from shoulder to shoulder and his shoulder to shoulder, like scooch over just like a couple inches. The other way. That's it. So his shoulders to shoulder, my shoulder to shoulder, those were the two boulders, and that gap in the middle was how big of a gap it was, like all within inches. Pretty accurate scale. 4+ pound largemouth just tucked down right in there, and they couldn't catch it. They couldn't hit it to get a good cast in on it, and eventually it was just like, all right, I'm tired of this. And he swam off. So they finished actually 8th out of 11 boats with. The site said 12 pounds in the results, but like everybody's official results on the website were off. Like I know there was different change amounts for everybody. So it was like, I don't know, it was weird. I know they had 12 and change, and winning team had just shy of 17 pounds. Keen. So congrats to Mr. Graves over there, coaching his team. They got, they finished second in the qualifying tournament, and then they won the state championship. So very well done, guys. So yeah, that was that. Well, now we got to go back to the chat. There's like, you're going to have to scroll back up. Sorry. There's so much we missed.
Oh, it's right. Where is?
Oh, it's all over there. Slide to the right. Slide up a little bit. Where the hell's the mouse?
Oh,
there it is.
Oh.
Get it.
Okay, we were.
Wait, my dude, they're drinking.
Right here.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tried out Dream Smasher swim baits?
I've heard of them, but I haven't tried them yet.
Nope. I don't even know what the hell they are.
Ben pulled his PB largemouth out of Wentworth back in June, 5'10". Damn, Hank, nice job, dude.
It's a nice fish.
Cam, in practice, I was catching big ones out of 25 on jigs. I think it meant 20 to 50. Didn't catch many, but they were all over 3
25.
pounds. Tournament day, they were shut off. We ended up catching a fish on a drop shot. Yeah, dude, it was tough. It was like everybody I talked to, they all said the same thing. And then, so what ended up working at the end was a lot of guys, like, I think it wasn't like the top 4 boats all ended up pulling out like a couple of tank fish in the last 20 minutes from the, like, one of 2 different cabbage patches. And actually, I think 3 of those boats all came out of the same patch of cabbage near the state beach. And then there was another patch that another guy, I think they finished 2nd or 3rd, but I swear to God, like I think it was the top 5 fish all like pulled them out of the same spot. So it was crazy. Oh boy,
Buddy, I took that Saturday off.
can't compete in that tournament against
That's
y'all.
too
Got to
bad.
work that Saturday. Yeah, he took the day off. I don't know what to tell you, Eric. I know you're watching, but I can't. What?
What the hell? Brian.
Brian.
That
was like I think it was Family Guy.
Thank you.
Brian Ernest, thank you very much, dude. That was a huge donation.
Yes, it is.
5603. He's cheeky like that. That's like the 3rd or 4th donation he's done like that, where it's a 603 in the end.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, thank you very much. That puts us already a third of the way to the next goal for that stream deck, which would be awesome. Be really nice to be able to have that going. So thank you very much again.
But yeah, dude, Alex, it's gonna be a fun tournament.
Yep, I think there's gonna be some hammers.
Yeah.
John asked, "Have you guys thrown the Sneaky Pete glide?" I have not. I don't like glides. They don't like me, so I don't like them.
I like ish.
That's because you've caught fish on them.
You're right.
How many fish have I caught on a glide?
I don't think many.
0. How many glides do I own?
Many.
Many. I have problems.
Maybe the river I mentioned to you this weekend.
Wait,
Which river? Don't tell. Don't say.
Do the river. Sunapee could be good, but do the river. Thank me later. All right, so 45 minutes in, we haven't even touched the topic. Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me a question.
Why do you fish? It's a loaded question.
It's a huge loaded question.
It's
Hugely loaded
both
question.
the easiest thing in the world to ask.
Because I like it. That's not it.
Right.
I started fishing when I literally have a picture of me fishing in a diaper. Not even kidding. I posted it like not even that long ago. I don't know. It's literally, yeah, like Kyle said, it's in my blood. My grandfather started me fishing when I was born with a fishing pole in my hand. When I was born, my grandfather showed up to the hospital with a fishing pole for me, and I don't know. I just been fishing my entire life, and I can't say no to it. It's just there's something about it that's completely different than anything else that you've ever done. It's I don't know. Can't really explain it. It's like, yeah, it's literally in my blood. I wouldn't do anything other than I can't even like explain in English. Like, it's just something that I've always done, and I will never stop doing. Pretty much, that's.
I want to ask a question because I'm gonna draw this out of you before, because I like this is something that I want to like hear, like everybody's pour their soul out on what this means to them, because it's something that drives me and guides me. But first, Michelle, thank you very, very much for the donation. That's hugely appreciative. Thank you. That's now we're at $75. Well, actually, no, $81 towards our $150 goal, which is freaking awesome. Quick. Hey, we could hit the goal tonight. That'd be amazing. We buy the stream deck and have it ready for next weekend. Yeah, right? That'd be great. Jason, I love fishing more than my girlfriend.
I don't. I'm just kidding.
It's not an addiction. It's part of you. That is the answer from Kyle. Yeah. This is like asking why sunsets are pretty. Yeah, dude. I fish for the quiet, the peace, and the calm from Michelle. David, New England Bass Addict. I legit live for it. Brian, I can only compare it to a drug addiction. It feeds my soul. That's got to be one of the most spot on ones right there. As like, kind of, I don't know how to put it. I don't know. It's like very drugs. Direct. Sir Altitude. I used to think fishing would be cheaper than drugs or drinking, but I've definitely spent way more on fishing gear than any beer or drugs ever. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Ridgeland Farm. Competition. I'm super competitive. I love fishing against people. And Brendan, fishing humbles everyone. Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Vance. Started when I was 3. Have a natural gift for catching them, so I've continued from live bait to jigs and big swim baits. I feel like I found my true calling to throw big baits for true giant fish. And you're not the only one there. A lot of people that are all about that.
Yeah.
So
lay it on me.
It's in your blood. Did your dad fish?
No.
No? So it really just came from your grandfather.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how I want to phrase this question, because like I know how it makes me feel, and I know like there's so much I want to elaborate on, but I want to dig into you more. It's more than just.
It's more than just going out and catching a fish.
It is, and
there's
it's not even
so much more to it. Like I can't even put it into words. It's I don't know. Why did I start fishing?
No, why do you fish?
Why do I fish?
Everybody knows why we started.
I freaking hate it.
Why do
too.
you fish?
I hate it so much sometimes.
No, you don't. Sometimes?
Sometimes.
Rarely.
I really just freaking hate it. But I still do it. I still go out and I still love it. Sometimes I just want to break every rod just because some of those days you go out and you're already having a bad day and you go out and you want to make it better for fishing, and then just nothing goes as planned. Like that one day when I broke that rod over my knee.
Yeah. We need to talk about that really quick. This man does not lose his temper on the water. I don't know how he's at work. On the water, he does not lose his temper. He's like the most grounded, like just fucking everything's cool, baby. Kind of like anger, right? I watched him break a rod one day. You know it's real bad when he breaks a rod. I haven't even broken a rod out of anger.
I was right over my knee.
Oh yeah. Snap. Like baseball player snapping a baseball bat. Just
yeah. But I still had fun.
Grab Grat's comment and pin it, because that is like the 50,000 foot overview of how I feel about it.
Wait, oops.
Replace pinned. Thank you. We're gonna scroll up a little bit because there was somebody else I wanted to read, and then I have another question for you. I'm gonna dive into this a little bit. John, easily the most enjoyable thing you can do by yourself. Absolutely. Cam, you are right to an extent. There's no way to explain it. Not like in an easy, like one size fits all direct package. No. At least not for me. There's no way. Jason, fishing is an outright mystery to what's on the line or trying to figure them out. My favorite saying about why I love bass fishing is but first, what Grat said. If you have a high stress job, fishing shuts that part of your life off and you can only focus on the fish. And an addendum to that is my mental reset for it's the reset for my head and my soul every Sunday. I need that or I am a miserable prick.
So I smoke weed.
And then the other half of it is the thing I always say. That's one. That's my like 50,000 foot overview. And then my like 100,000 foot overview. Every weekend is a chess match. And the rules change too. Every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I live for that shit.
Sorry.
Did we miss? Grat nailed it. Yeah, go up a little more. There was one. Oh boy, keep going.
Jeez,
Right there. No, and
oh,
it's hard to explain, but it's a game that always changes. There you go. Yeah, any bass addict. Every trip is a new challenge. There's always new techniques to learn, new baits to use. Everything is different. Damn right. Carl caught my first 3-pound smallie with my dad when I was 8. I could barely lift the rod up from the side of the boat. Bam. I was hooked for life. Nice pun. Talon. Fishing to me triggers something primal, I think. It's about the most difficult hunt you can ever do because you can do everything right and still not make it work. God damn, that was well put. That was really well put.
You can see the fish 2 feet in front of you and not catch it.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
All the time. Ben, it helps maintain my sanity and reconnects to nature. Fishing helps calm my mind and allows me to remember the real important things, regain my sanity, and keeps me sane. Exactly. A lot of insanity there, bud. Paul, yeah, buddy. The silence during the early morning, the uncertainty of what you're going to catch, big or small, the type of fish, enjoying being on the water, just being in the great outdoors. Any bass addict elaborating. Weather's always different. You need to adapt. Sorry. You learn more about yourself and your ability to connect with what you're doing.
Oh, Jesus.
Too
Where'd
far.
that go?
Back a little bit.
Where was it? There we go.
What the fish are thinking and how to catch them. Kevin, de-stress with my job, spend time with my friends on the boat, can't get skunked and never stop laughing. Can get skunked, never stop laughing all day. Yeah, that's very true. Grew up fishing with my dad, and I get to enjoy it with my kids. Chase the bunker. Ben Marsh. Oh, yeah. So I got it. Sorry, I didn't back it up. Ben, thank you very much for the donation. Ben donated $25. That now puts us at $101 towards the $150 goal. It's going to happen.
Thank you.
We're going to get this thing. It's going to be great. So he's never hunted deer then, lol.
Oh, Jesus. That's another. Oh, God. Turn the gun on myself doing that.
Right?
Jesus.
Hammer time. Botched a shot on a deer Monday. Ooh, sorry, man. Vance, I'm probably a weird fisherman as I love when a pickerel eats my bait. Lol, I always use heavier fluoro leaders so they don't take my baits, of course, but it really bugs me when attorney guys scroll down the smidge.
Oh, my God. Why
Yeah,
does this thing go
it's
so
just the way
fast?
the chat works. Kill them out of anger. Lisa. Oh, by the way, happy birthday, Lisa.
It's her birthday?
It's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Everybody wish Lisa a very, very happy 33rd birthday. You're welcome. Little did I know what my dad was teaching me would become a lifelong sport. It's something I think about, nothing else. I strive to catch one bigger than the last time and the independence of it. Absolutely. And then we're almost caught up. It calms the soul. Spot on.
Sometimes.
Any bass addict. This is difficult because I can't write my full dissertation in a comment. Oh, Cam, I like what Cam's saying. How I like to explain it is like a puzzle with one piece left, but you have 10,000 different pieces to choose from. You usually don't pick the right piece, but when you do, it's the most rewarding thing ever. Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez. It blocks everything out from Michelle. My thoughts are broken up. It's good. It's good. We got it. Damn. All right. Are we caught up to the... Keep going down. We can't read them all. There we go. Everybody wishing at least a very happy birthday. So, coming back to you. What do you physically feel when we actually get to the lake? Although not this weekend. You know what we felt this weekend? 5 minutes from the lake.
What did I feel? 5 minutes from the lake.
Falling asleep.
Me? Oh, yeah.
I looked over. I saw him in that corner behind. I just...
Oh,
I didn't
shit.
even look over. I'm like, did you just probably like wake yourself up? Yep, I did.
I'm awake now. What do I feel?
You want me to go first?
There's a lot in that.
It is. It is a literal physical reaction for me. It's
There's
the
a
same
lot of
thing like when I drive up into the mountains. Like when you come over like one of the hills on the highway and you
just
first
like-
see the White Mountains.
It's like you're just like, whoa.
It
And
just
you forget about everything.
you really do.
forget about everything. Everything that's on your mind, gone. And there's a lot. There's always a lot on my mind. There's always is. A lot more than I put out there to be. And every time I hop on the boat, it's just like a reset. It's gone. And I get to just go out, catch fish, hang out, relax, not think about anything. I don't know.
I think that's the biggest thing for everybody. I know we say it every time. It's that mental reset. More than anything, it just for people like us that really just live for this, right? Like everybody has problems. Everybody has different levels of problems. And there's something about being in the outdoors for us that helps just brush away all the unimportant shit.
It's whether it's fishing or hunting. It's like if I'm out there and I'm focusing on either trying to shoot a deer or trying to shoot a deer or catching fish, I'm not thinking about anything but that.
Right.
And it's like riding motocross too. You're not thinking about anything but crashing. Don't crash.
It's that like complete mental and physical connection between you, rod, line, lure, and just arm almost buzzing. You know the bite's coming. And being able to lock into that level of focus just helps just, again, brush all the unimportant things away. And that's where that mental reset comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I never forget about the important shit. Like thankfully I've never had like any crazy like family issues, but like I've had work stuff that in the past I thought was a big deal, right? And that really impacted me mentally. But a lot of that I could just forget about, at least for the day, until I went back to work the next day. But like that it's like relief for me when I hit the water. Fuck, when we're hitting the road, we hit like all I got to see is mountains, and like that does the same thing for me. Like we were
as soon
talking
as I
about
show up to your house 3 a.m, I'm ready to go. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. I'm like, the day is over. Like
Yeah.
this is our day.
And dude, it's just everything. It's knowing that like fuck yeah, man, chess match, let's go. Rules have changed, let's go figure them out every damn time. And just being able to go out there and like that's all I'm thinking about the whole drive. And obviously thinking about like don't hit a deer and stay awake. But like I never have a problem staying awake. Right? And just being able to get away from it all, man. Like we make it a point to fish the quietest places we can for the most part during the year, because it just helps better by being in the outdoors, not like trying to fish in the middle of a grocery store on a Saturday morning. You know what I mean? Like Winnie sucks. I hate that fucking lake, and I'm if I never go back, I won't be upset whatsoever.
I would love to never go back.
Right. Like I know there's big fish in there. We've caught our fair share, but it's just there's so much of what means the most to me about it that is lost when you fish such a just busy lake.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's like driving in traffic. Like it doesn't
That's not
matter.
fishing. That's just trying to avoid other people and trying to cast.
Right.
Like it's trying to stand up while people blow by you. It's just annoying. It's just the place sucks. And if you like it, good for you. You can go there. I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Kevin, I 100% agree with what did Kevin say? Back it up. What did Kevin say?
Kevin, what'd you say?
Scroll smidge. Kevin, I have had more people say to me, I can never fish. I don't have the patience. It has nothing to do with patience. It has to do with the sport of trying to catch them. Spot on. Patience.
Patience is kind of a big thing.
When you're trying to go to the next level.
Yeah.
You know, like
true.
when you're actually like focused on trying to become a better angler, patience is key. If you're just going fishing, man.
True.
Not like us. If you're just going out fishing, it's not about patience. It's enjoying. Like it's that cliche phrase, right? Like enjoy the moment. It's literally that. You're out there to enjoy the moment. You're trying to enjoy what nature has for you, and just gives you the opportunity to be in the moment. Like how many people honestly live in the moment?
Not often.
Often at all. Because life rarely allows that. Between work, if you got family, you got kids, like, you know, even hobbies, even if it's something that you love and it's your passion, like what we're doing right now, right? I'm still rarely living in the moment because my mind is racing to
What's next?
yeah, not just what I'm currently saying, but I'm still like everything's turning in the back to make sure that I'm like getting ready to segue, right? Keep the topic going, keep the flow as natural as I can. So it's like, it's hard to be in the moment when I'm fishing. It's like, if we're out there for 8 hours, like 6 of that is just in the moment. I am focusing on nothing but everything I'm doing in that moment. If it's drop shot, jig, whatever.
Half the time we go fishing, you look back and you look at the camera and be like, holy shit, we've been fishing for 9 hours already.
All the time.
Oh my God.
All the time.
Yeah. It's almost every weekend we do that.
I'm trying to think of another way that I want to ask this question for you, and it's kind of eluding me for how I want to phrase it. So I'm going to go with what I'm on here for, like, why do I fish? I kind of already touched upon it, where it's dude, I was thinking about this since 10 o'clock last night when I decided, yeah, fuck yeah, this is going to be the topic for the night. And I was like, yep, this is going to be the easiest thing in the world for me to talk about. And now I'm in the moment, and I'm like, this is the hardest thing in the world for me to do.
It is.
Because it's not easy. Like New England Bass Addict said, like, I could write a dissertation on this. This is my life. Beyond my family, this is my life. I've been in a boat since before I could walk and talk. You know, those like stupid little seats with the, you know, like hard plastic ring and the wheels in the base. So before you can like actually walk, you sit in there and you just kind of kick your feet and you drive yourself all around the house. My dad and his best friend, I call him Uncle Billy. But Billy had a 14-foot flap on a boat, and you know, it's got like the flat deck in between like the risers where the seats bolt to. That stupid little runaround thing fit perfectly in between
So you're
the
just
seats.
chilling in there.
Just chilling in the boat. Since because my dad and my uncle like got that bug. And I'm a third generation angler at this point. My papa, my dad's dad, was huge into fishing when he was younger. My dad got into it. My dad and my uncle still fish quite a bit. And not as much as they used to, but they still get out. You know, and me being born didn't stop them, just kind of like my kids didn't stop me. But doesn't mean I just straight up left them. Like, I still bring my kids out whenever I can. So it's just, it's not all I've ever known, but it is a big part of what I've known. When I was a kid, every weekend during the summer, my dad would have me out there, and I lived for it. I just, every Sunday, that's all I thought about, man. Dad, where are we going fishing? Where are we going? When are we going fishing? It, as much as it's in your blood, same for me. It's just in my blood, and there's a lot of lessons that I've learned from it, from like how to adapt, how to think like analytically or critically, you know, because it does come down to that chess match every single day. It's rare that a pattern really holds up 1-to-1 from one day to the next. I mean, if you're out there like a guide, right, and you're literally fishing every day, then yeah, probably a different story. But I get to fish Sunday. That's it. So I'm going 7 days in between my trips for 90% of my entire season. It changes every damn time. There's some colors that usually hold up, maybe some techniques or some areas, but like everything else changes. I love that. Being able to embrace that. I used to hate it, man. When I was a kid, I hated it. And my perspective changed. I was like, shit, I want to become a better angler. I want to be able to go out there and kick ass no matter where I am, any time of the year, any body of water, smallmouth or largemouth, fuck it. I want to crack them. I want to be as well-rounded as an angler as anybody's ever been. That's what drives me.
Now look at us.
Now
look at us.
We're just about there. Not to toot our own horns, but it's not like...
We're not the best in the world by any means.
No, but...
Not even close.
We are...
But we're where we pretty much want to be. We can go to almost any body of water and find the fish.
At this point, I would say we can. Now, the level of our success changes quite a bit. But regardless, but that's that next step. Because now we've definitely been at that point where we can do that. We go out, like literally anywhere we've gone, from ice out to ice in, and now like we're legitimately ice out to ice in. We are fishing. Sometimes we literally have been out in lakes that ice was forming while we're fishing.
Yeah. We get back to the launch and there's ice on the launch.
Yeah, and we've been on lakes where there was still ice on it that didn't thaw out yet. You know, after being buried under like 3 feet of ice. So it's like, and we catch fish. This was one of the worst years we had, where we had like more skunks, but not every trip both of us skunked. I think there was one where we both skunked. Otherwise, someone has caught a fish. At least one of us
caught a fish or two.
Wherever we've been. Random ponds. Sometimes we have a little bit of help, like some base information, but otherwise, like, you know, someone can tell you a spot, but doesn't mean they're always there. Doesn't mean you know what they're eating doesn't mean like you know how to get them. It's just that's been a goal for years, and I feel like this year, like last year, we hit it. This year, we like reaffirmed it.
Yeah.
Like it's been set in stone. Like we know what we're doing.
Mm.
And yeah, we're not going out and cracking 20-pound bags every time we go to these places, but
No, but we'll at
we
least
catch fish.
Yeah, we at least catch fish every time we go out fishing.
Yep.
Whether it's a bass or a pike, we're still catching fish.
And that's that other aspect of it. It's just for me, it's twofold. It's seeing my own progression, right? Like, okay, I've set a goal, and that's like a relatively easy goal, right? I just want to become a better fisherman, right? That's your 50,000 foot overview. But now I'm like in like the like microscope view, right? Like, okay, I want to be able to catch 15-pound average from a best 5, which anywhere in New England, most of the year, pretty damn good, right? Set the bar at a reasonable but still good bar. Like, now I'm like, you know what, man? I really got to work in that like 33 to 36 degree range in glacial lakes. And then I got to really work on like that 35 to 38 degree range in kettle ponds. You know what I mean? Like now I'm down into the minutia, but to see that progression within myself, and more than anything, I love teaching. What do you think this is all about? Like I love teaching people and helping see that, and like the two of us helping each other and seeing the progression in him, and then him helping me see the progression in myself. Like that's another big part of it. That's why I fish. Just being able to like have easily definable but also extremely challenging goals, and to go out there and chase them and literally have crushed every single goal we set
pretty
before us.
much. Yeah, pretty much.
I can't think of a goal that we haven't achieved yet. Because I would have said suspended smallmouth. Those fish. I figured that shit out this year.
You did.
And I remember I called them and I was like,
dude,
dude,
I want to try.
and we did it. We figured it out. And it was like, it was one of those like, you know, you can read about things over and over again, right? But until you go out there and actually practice it and put fish in the boat in a consistent manner across multiple days, like, can you really say you figured it out? We always said it. I know we said it before in a previous stream. Once is luck, twice is coincidence, 3 times is skill.
Mm-hmm.
I carried that from BMX. I carried it in fishing. Done it more than 3 times. And it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was something I was trying to do for years. For years, I've been like, I cannot figure out these smallmouth when they're in their midsummer pattern and they're suspended. I figured them out. Fuck those fish.
Yeah. I like fishing. It's fun.
It drives us. It guides us. It resets us. It pushes us
off.
It stresses us out, pisses us off, as you said. It brings out the best and the worst of us. It brings out as laid back as you can get, and also some of the most competitive feelings I've ever felt in my life. It is all encompassing for me. I'm
Mhm.
assuming for you too.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally not one day I don't go thinking about it.
Every day. And like,
You see a body
Now-
of water, it's like, ooh, I want to be on that.
that's all you can think about, right? I never. I have no idea, but it makes sense. Doug, it's all good, buddy. And thank you for joining us. And Brett, there's nothing better than teaching someone how to catch them and then see the joy when they actually do catch them, dude. That is like I said it. I hate saying it like this because it just sounds so stupid, but I said it in a Facebook post not too long ago. We had like a great day when I was coaching my high schoolers this year. And now it's the second year in a row where I've had like younger kids. The first year I did this, I had 2 seniors, and they've been doing this like competitively, freshman year through senior year. So they were used to this. Last year I had 2 of the greenest anglers. Like they were green. This year, the kids were the 2 guys that I had were experienced to a degree, but still very green in like, you know, execution and just being in that dynamic of a tournament. But, and then, you know, like they only know shallow water largemouth. You know how hard it is to teach even an experienced angler confidence, to instill confidence in them, to go super light finesse gear. Hey, buddy, we're going on 55 feet of water, 1,000 feet from anything for structure, and you're going to catch fish.
Excuse me? No, we're not.
Want to run that one by me again?
Hey, and it's 34-degree water.
Right. You know, and I got these
And we're
two,
gonna catch 5-pound smallies.
and I got these two 15-year-old kids and last year too. Well, actually, one was a senior, but freshman boy, senior girl, but neither one of them had done anything like beyond like 15 feet of water. Same deal, 45 feet of water last year, drop shot, smallmouth, and just to be able to see like, especially this year, dude, these kids were so amped. I mean, they were like literally jumping and screaming and like that. God damn, dude, that's one of the most rewarding feelings in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's one thing to teach somebody who knows their shit, right? And you're just trying to teach them like that next level technique, but they've already got all the fundamentals out of the way. It's another thing to be able to take. Like, I would consider myself an advanced angler at this point. I think it's safe to say that. It's hard to bring yourself from that level back down to here.
Yeah, because it's just second nature at that point.
Right. There's like that first third, like if you could actually measure everything bass fishing between 0 and 100%, like there is a point where you literally know everything about everything. And I'm just throwing out numbers like for theoreticals, right? To paint a clearer picture. And you have lived at 80% for the last 5-6 years. You don't talk about the bottom 30% ever because it's so ingrained and just understood at every level of your mentality that you just never discuss it. So when you do bring in someone that's at like 5% and you're trying to talk to them, like you're not going over that 5 to 25%. You're starting at 30 and up. Like a lot of people do that. And that's a lesson I learned years ago as a supervisor, engineering supervisor in my career, is like put it into practice. I learned it from bad bosses that sucked at that. That just think they can't make that jump down to communicate to new people. And it sucks trying to learn from somebody that can't do that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I digress. It was just, damn. That is half of it, man. That's just being able to set those goals for ourselves and go out there and just kick the shit out of them.
Yep.
Every year, every trip, almost every trip, most trips, and then being able to help each other. And that's the other half of it. Why do I fish? Because I fish with my best friend and we just build each other up, like every time.
Literally every big fish we catch, or even sometimes a small fish. I mean, pretty much 3+ pounds, we always give each other high fives or fist bumps or whatever. And say, good job, dude.
Yep.
Good job. You did it. Fuck yeah. Like, it never stops. We always hype each other up.
Yep. Every 4 and more than anything, we try and build each other up too when we're having a dog shit day.
Yeah. Hey.
Or we shit talk each other real hard. There's a bit of both.
Give your balls a tug.
Tanbacker. And dude, like, I mean, I'm 36, you're 31 now. We still both jump around like idiots when we get a 5+ in the boat. 4+, like, we're still hyped, but
like, yes.
Yeah.
And then 5, we're just like,
yeah, we lose our
6,
shit.
Duh.
And that I don't see that ever going away.
The 7, we literally just like stopped for a minute. Like, what do we do?
Yeah, that was emotion overload.
It was like shaking. I didn't know what to do. He's like, grab your fish. I'm like, oh yeah.
And it adding into like, so expanding on that and elaborating, it's that excitement that has never gone away. That is another part of why I still fish, right? And like, I'm still, like we just said, we're still wicked hyped every time we get a big fish. Not this last weekend, the weekend before, where I was on Champlain, I caught that 21 1/4 inch smallie. She was thick. And I was like, that's my PB. I'm like immediately freaking out. Andrew's got the goggles of, logic and reason on. He's like, eh. But I'm like, I'm still so driven to reach that next peak. Like PBs are always a peak that I'm chasing. And when I see a fish that fights like it's going to be it, and it looks like it's going to be it at first glance, all logic and rational reason go out the window. I'm like, yeah, I did it. And then like 15 seconds later, it's like you sober up and you're like, shit, that's not even close.
You like get a second look, you're like, God damn it, it's only like 4.5. God damn it.
Yeah, Cam, perfect. Anything above 5 and the brain cells stop firing. Dude, every time.
Pretty much.
Anything over 5 pounds in New Hampshire is like, and even a 4 pound smallie 4.5 pound and bigger now, because I've caught tons of 4 to 4.5 pound smallmouth, but it's 4.5 and bigger looking. Yeah, that's when that happens. Anything 5 and bigger for largemouth, yeah, just everything shuts down. It's just heavy breathing.
Yeah, I just don't smile in any of my pictures.
Ever. Now you had one at Champlain after your like 50th friggin' fish. He picks up his second 4 pound a day. He's like, I'll smile for that one. I was like, quick, take pictures. His mom's gonna be so proud.
Photo evidence of a smile.
I don't know. We kind of dove into it there, but I'm glad we did. But I missed a lot of what was said in the chat. So I hope you guys were all talking to each other too and elaborating it while we were kind of trying to dive into what it is why do I fish? Why do you fish? I want to hear more about why you guys fish. What else is it about it that drives you, that guides you? You know, like how much does it mean to you? I know on my end, I could further elaborate. With this channel and everything that we're doing, live streams now, the weekly shows. I don't even want to call them live streams because I want them to transcend that. It is a show. And it's going to continue to build and get better because that's what I want to. Like, I live for this shit. And now, I've really focused the last 2 months on working on myself. Like, I'm always working on myself. I don't want to say I'm never happy with myself, but I have a lot of issues with my own self-confidence and just like purpose and everything. And I've had like this major, finally, like personal epiphany recently that has completely shifted the entire dynamic of who I am. Again, I've had many of these major shifts, and it feels good every time I make that significant positive step forward. I am now filled with a conviction, an unshakable conviction that what we're doing, this is what I'm meant for. And I'm going to do everything I can to make it what I can live for. I can live off of. And I want to do that. And I have ideas that I've always been kind of kicking around the back of my head, like really loosely. Yeah, fuck that. I'm going after it. 110%.
We're already halfway in. We just might as well jump the whole way in.
Right, and that's the thing. Like, you know, I've always had fun doing this.
32 episodes.
Right.
We're not just gonna stop.
No.
You can't.
No,
he has this YouTube channel for like 10 friggin' years. You can't just stop.
No, you're all right. And I never will. I don't even care if don't ever make another dime. Like, this is still like a huge creative outlet for me that I like just need. It's such a huge part of me. And like, I can't draw for shit. Like, I can't like handcraft things to an extent, but I have a need to create and be creative and express myself in ways. The only way I've been able to find to do that is through my fishing and through the videos, you know? So it's like, this will never go away because it's such a huge part of what drives me and what I need. So, and yes, Brett, that is a new Ridge and GoPro sponsorship. Yes, you did miss. That was one of the first things we covered, but
Thank you, John.
we're big time now. Hold the autographs to the end, please. Swearing is creative. You're damn right, and I can paint one hell of a picture when it comes
I'm
to
pretty
swearing.
good at it. I was in the Navy and I was an iron worker, so I'm pretty good at it.
I grew up on job sites with my dad, who was a plumber and specialized in new construction. So surrounded by plumbers and framers and electricians and painters, because we're always in there at different levels.
So you're an alcoholic.
Yeah, that too. Actually, well, yeah, if you look at my drinking habits for the last like 8 years, you'd think so. And yeah, Lisa, you're right. We only live once. So it's like, as much fun as I've had with this, and I've put in a ton of effort in doing this, I can't honestly say that I've given it 100%. Like, well, fuck. Like, I've never had a plan. I've just always been like, yeah, that sounds fun. Let's do it. And I just scratched the surface on everything. But now I have a vision. I've sure people have heard of the term of vision boards. And like, you paint a mental one, you actually build a physical one. I will be building a physical one because I've always had a mental one. And it's always been goals, but like the last year has turned into a board, and like, it's so much more defined. Fuck that, dude. I'm going for it. Like, and if it doesn't work out, then I don't care. I can go to sleep at the end of the night knowing I gave it 110 fucking percent. I gave it an honest, earnest effort to try.
Ernest.
And I will Ernest.
Brian. Ernest.
And if I don't do that, like if I don't go to that level and at least try, I'll never forgive myself. Because this is it. This is my life. Outside of my family, this is it. I need to do that. That's why I fish. I'm getting like,
It's too much.
It's just,
Doug, I was a CM. Navy stuff.
Cockmaster.
Well,
Well, this is gonna get demonetized real fast.
no. We'll be all right.
Sir Altitude. Whoa. Only the painters are alcoholics. They're all alcoholics. Justin, I think the biggest thing for me is the unknown. Every day is different. And it's like print a puzzle together every time on the water. It's a passion and love for the game. It's amazing how everybody can pretty much paint not the same thing. Not everybody's saying the same thing. I would think I'm seeing there's like 5 or 6 different like very important overarching themes to why you fish, right? But a lot of the analogies people are using are very similar, and that's awesome. Yeah, construction mechanics.
Yeah, Seabees, dog.
See, Talon, you should, man. If it sounds like it's in your wheelhouse of interest, dude, just go for it, man. Just do it. Doug, what was your rate?
That's
That's what
that's
what you were answering.
it's like your MOS in the Army and whatever the hell they'll say in the Air Force. I have no idea.
I got a question for you to kind of expand upon the why do you fish? Oh, well, hang on. Let's go back to the chat really quick. Michelle asked, I need a local New Hampshire mentor that'll teach and actually show and share what works depending on the water and how it's fished. Where can I sign up? I don't know how to answer that yet. I was intending to go for my New Hampshire fishing guide license. I just don't have the time with this new job to be able to really pursue that the way I want to. Things may change, but for the time being, I can't. So I don't know. Oh. We have an idea. Remember that thing we were supposed to do? We were supposed to launch, made the video for it. People could pay the monthly subscriptions and get one-on-one live stream, like video calls
Oh yeah.
at different support levels.
Yeah.
I'm going to launch that this week. Next week, Monday. I'm going to launch it. Everything's done. I literally just need to hit go.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to happen.
Okay. Sure.
There's an opportunity coming up. We'll make it work. Shit, I forgot the question I was going to ask. No, I know. What do you hope to accomplish next in fishing or around fishing? What's your next major goal? Do you even have one?
Catch an 8-pounder. I could care about anything less.
That's a
I
great
just
goal.
want to catch an 8-pounder. I don't give a shit if I win the next 20 tournaments. I just want to catch an 8-pounder. That's it.
I think I want to set that.
I want
goal,
the channel to blow up more than it is.
Yep.
Already is. But for just the fishing side, for myself, I want that big fish.
I'm going to cut against the grain here. As much as I would kill for a new PB largie, I want a 6-pound smallie. Like
That's where we differ.
I know, like
I know. I wouldn't mind catching 6-pound smallie at all. Like ever, never in my life would I say no to catching that. But after I missed that frickin' fish last year, I need redemption.
On the rat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need redemption. That's where I am at.
I think it's because I don't know, man. Because now, like, I just caught my 7 last year, so I think that's why my focus is much more on the smallmouth. Because like, it took me forever just to catch my second 5-pounder, and of course I ended up tying it 5 pounds even for my PB. But going up to the St. Lawrence and seeing how close we were, dude, I swear to Christ, we both had a 6 or close to it on the line at one point during both trips, and it kills me to even think about that. We were so close.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's because I don't know. I as stupid as this is gonna sound, and I don't really mean it, but I don't know how else to explain it. So I'm gonna go with the dumb way. I don't know. I feel like the smallmouth are hard to catch a true giant, whereas the largemouth are kind of easier. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to catch an 8, your best bet is literally just night fish all year long with giant waking bait, and you're gonna do it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do that.
No.
I'm gonna catch a conventional during the day.
Right. And it'll happen.
And that's the difference.
But it's gonna take a lot longer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it's just so Vance, we can't talk about the story yet. I like Justin's goal. Make the classic. I'll get there one day. Damn right you will, man. And then Jason, to be self-employed, making baits and being competitive in tournaments. Also great. Michelle, current goal, 5-pounder. Largie or smallie? Any bass addict. They'll take big smallies over largies any day. Dude, you cracked a couple of big ones the other day. I saw your post today. Or was that yesterday?
Who? David?
David, yeah.
Yeah, I killed it, dude.
Oof, Jason already broke 8 pounds years ago. Gonna be tough to break. Yes. Yes, it is. Ben Bradley, Angler of the Year in my league. Hell yeah. That's a great goal.
Yes, it doesn't count.
I don't know what my goal really is in fishing. Like, I don't have a specific goal other than like, well, actually, no, I do. Now I really think about it. My goal is to be one of the best anglers in my region, not just my area, my region.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to go win the same tournaments. I don't want to go win tournaments on the same 5 lakes. It's not me. I want to be able to go out and fish any tournament on any lake in New England and hold my own, if not win. That's what I'm driving towards. I want to be the most well-rounded friggin' angler, that it does not matter largemouth, smallmouth, shallow water, dirty water, or deep water, clear, chocolate milk, 33 degrees or 90 degrees. I don't give a shit.
We can do that. We do that anyway.
We do, because that's what drives me. That's the number one thing that drives me when it comes to fishing. That's why I fish. I want to be able to go kick ass no matter where I go, period. I don't care what time of the year it is. That's what I want to do. That's my biggest goal. That's in fishing. Now, around fishing, this.
Yeah, this is pretty much
That.
That's pretty much like the biggest outside of fishing. Yeah. We're
Well,
gonna make it work.
what we have, what we're building has been phenomenal. And it's because of you guys. Like the fact that I had this idea and I started doing it, and then I brought Andrew in and we continue to expand upon it, and it's just growing and growing and growing. Like, I don't know, I can't explain how much that means to me. And the fact that now it's painting a picture of an actual avenue to make it something big. But not change what we do or how we do it. Just expand.
Right.
Like that's fucking awesome, man. And I want to take that and another idea I have.
Yeah.
And another idea I have, which the ball is rolling.
There's a
I'm
few
not
things
talking,
that are
I'm
going on
fucking
behind
doing
the
it.
scenes, possibly.
I got a call, a meeting with our buddy. I'm going to call it a meeting. Hope he's still watching. That's going to happen this weekend. I've already started rolling out and planning for the next thing. I'm laying the fucking framework to roll all this shit into one thing. Like, it's action. There is actual action happening to start at least trying. That's enough to start with. But it's not enough for me to stop at. I gotta keep going.
Oh, once it hits that point, it's just gonna keep going and going and going and going. It's not gonna stop. I don't think. I think we're gonna be in over our heads a little.
Yeah. I missed who the donation was from. Can you scroll up a smidge, please? I think it was Doug. Doug, another $10 donation.
Dougie
Jesus.
Fresh.
That puts us, is
Thank
that
you.
$121 on the night? We're $29 away from our next goal. That's insane. You guys are amazing. You seriously, Doug, thank you very much. That's just insane. That, like, the amount of support we've had is just crazy. You guys blow my mind. Brendan. Wait, actually, go to Brian first. My next goal is a 50-pound striper from shore. I'm stuck in my PB of 48 pounds. Holy shit, guy.
The hell? I want to go. I want to go with you. Next
He's
year.
invited us down. We were supposed to go down
I
there this
know.
spring. We have a really hard time pulling ourselves away from the Vermont Brownie Factory.
I know, especially this time of year.
Yep. No big deal. What time is it? 9:30. Still sucking down my iced coffee. That's all right. I can. If you told me I had to be asleep in 5 minutes, I'd be passed out.
I wouldn't.
I don't know what it is about caffeine in me. It just it keeps me at normal, never above. Just keeps me at normal. God. Brendan, Mass, Maine, Florida guide of the winter, inshore fly guide. I'm doing everything to pursue it. Hell yeah, man. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear more of you people talking about your goals and what are you doing to chase them. Even if you're not actually in the act of chasing it, are you planning it? Are you building towards it? Hearing about people chasing their dreams gets me just absolutely jacked up to chase my own. And it's gonna happen. It's that whole positive thinking, and a lot of that gets reaffirmed by actual action. We're on it. It's happening.
Night, Doug. Thank you.
Doug, thank you very much. Have a great night, buddy. Shameless plug. Where did we miss a shameless plug? Was it me? My own
I don't
plug?
No idea. Probably
Yeah.
when you smack the wall.
Probably.
Woke the kids up.
Yeah.
Made
That's
the dog fart.
Ah.
Made the kids cry. Your wife's pissed.
There's something else I wanted to say. Oh, so a big thing with all of that. Website is almost up. The guys that are working on it for me are buttoning up some last minute things. I'm gonna poke them and see if we can't get that up and running the next week or two, which is great because that'll finally provide me two things. One, an online store, so I can start actually having a spot to sell like merch, decals, hats, shirts. I think I'm gonna end up buying my own setup so I can make my own shirts. And I'm feeling really good about doing that because the setup to do it really isn't that much of an investment. And then I can just like perpetually offer stuff, but not really perpetually. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna happen. But I gotta have the storefront first because I have to be able to streamline that process for people and make it easier on my end to be able to not only accept these orders, but track them and actually get them out. My wife's been huge for helping me out with that too. Expanding upon what we're doing, I don't even know, man. There's so much that's just getting started, but it's getting started. And that's got me hyped up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Medina's cool.
She is cool. And actually, my next door, I still have to play. Well, I still need somebody for hats too.
True.
I won't go anywhere else. Medina's the best.
Yeah, these ones right here.
Yeah, buddy. That. Oh, I meant to ask that. Did they go to her because of me by any chance? Or
I
did they
don't
already
know.
know about her?
They may have gone to her before.
Find out. I want to know if I'm an influencer.
Unless Adam asked me about. I don't remember. I think they went to her before.
If
before we
anybody
did.
is in need of apparel in the New England area or even beyond, because I know that obviously she can ship wherever, Mint Printworks in Nashville, New Hampshire is where I got all my apparel from. My hat, Southern Valley Motorsports.
These hats came from them.
Their hats. She does the stitching. I got, not on this one, on my 603 hat, like that logo where it's offset. It's a raised puff stitching. She does that. The last run of apparel we did, she actually set up a storefront for me too. Like she's got all sorts of options for how you can buy stuff from her or sell through her. She is phenomenal. Absolute sweetheart. And I don't say that. They were talking about this on the radio the other day where a lot of people apparently see, like they hear the word sweetheart and they think it's demeaning. It's not in a demeaning way. I mean that in the most absolute positive, respectful way.
Demeaning, calling somebody a sweetheart.
Yeah, it some people view it as like you're talking
I'm
down
offended.
to them,
Shut the
like some
fuck up.
old pervert talking down to some, some 50-year-old pervert talking down like, 18-year-old girl, hey sweetheart, like that. That's literally how a bunch of people explain it. I'm like, that I guess perspective is more important than rational reasoning
People
anymore.
suck.
Anyway, Mint Printworks in Nashville, New Hampshire. If you guys, anybody needs shirts, hats, like whatever, dude, they do it all, and they've been phenomenal. Their quality has been amazing. Oh, you scroll back up a smidge, please. I missed what David had said. I made an MVBA pitch to Talon. That was a shameless plug. Oh, hell yeah. Michelle, largemouth. Where to go for that 5-pounder shore fishing lakes region? That's my goal. I must make it happen this month.
Shore fishing in the lakes region for 5-pounder.
I know of a spot you can do it, but I can't share it.
Oh, I know exactly where you're thinking.
Yeah, where I caught mine.
Mm-hmm.
But there's multiple spots like that. Think current and points, rocky points, vegetation, like especially that cabbage stuff. You should be able to see it topping out at the surface. I don't know what to tell you about, like, or any little back pond, man. Woman, sorry, Michelle. It's just habit to say man. Yeah, you get it done. Promise. Vance been chasing a New Jersey 8-pound largie and 5-pound smallie. I've seen multiple of both. Just had to figure out a game plan besides just casting and reeling. I can't help you with the 8-pound largie other than, I mean, if you really want your best chance, I mean, it's been proven literally for decades. I have got 15 Bassmaster magazines from the 1970s right there up on my wall. I guarantee you if I pull down any one of those, there's going to be something mentioned about night fishing. I don't say it in a demeaning way. It is legitimately proven over decades. Night fishing is the easiest / best time for you to catch a big fish. In the middle of the summer, that's when they primarily feed, is in the middle of the night. It's not a guarantee. It's not what I'm saying. It's just like, if you want that, that's what you gotta do, man. You grind out that big bait. Like, all the biggest fish I've seen weighed in New England, like lately, like 8+ pounders, big baits at night. And actually, I just saw one guy, he didn't scale it, but I believe him. It was all of 9+ pounds. Just middle of the night, though, again, and it was on a little swim jig. I'll tell you about it later. Cam caught a 6.55 in the bank. Hell yeah, dude.
655.
Merrimack Valley Bass Anglers on Facebook. Yes. Any.
God,
David.
help me out.
I can't give that spot out.
Can't
I'm
give
sorry.
that spot away.
I can tell you.
We have 2 fish out of there. Then like almost 12 pounds and 2 fish.
There's 2 more fish that came from that immediate area that were bigger than my PB. The same year. Oh, and then another one this year. Also bigger than my PB. I told you about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably your fish.
It probably was. It's all fattened up, getting ready for spawn, or for the fall. Yes, Cam. Maybe.
Shut the
You
heck
know,
up.
we were talking about it at the qualifying tournament. I came up and I asked you. I knew. I don't know how I knew, but I knew. Came up. I was talking to Cam and his buddy. They both just like look at each other, look at me like, shh, shut the fuck up. I was like, I know. It's good. I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with what we've covered for, like, why do you and I fish? And the funny thing is, we only scratched the surface.
Yeah, yeah.
But we covered kind of the important overarching aspects of what drives us.
Mhm.
Why do we fish?
Yeah, we were driving home the other day from Vermont, and we're like, we've seen so much stuff traveling. Just like, it's ridiculous how much time we've spent together, not even just on the boat, but just in the truck driving.
Yep.
Like, it's insane.
I did 650 miles in 3 days this weekend.
Mhm.
2 trips to Vermont and 1 to Lake Wentworth. All for fishing.
Mhm.
I literally drove I left my house at 12:30 a.m. on a Wednesday. Was it Thursday? Whatever. It was middle of the week. I think it was a Thursday. 12:30 a.m. Left my house. Drove 350 miles to Lake Ontario. Fished from about 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Went to sleep from like 9 to 4 a.m. I think we were up. 4 or 5. Actually, no, I think it was 5 a.m. Fished from like 7-ish a.m. to 1 p.m. Got back in my truck. Drove 350 miles back home. I went 700 miles by truck in less than 24 hours. No, math is hard. Less than 48 hours. A little less. It was like 46 hours. I live for this shit. And like you just said, we've seen some shit because it's what we do, man.
We travel and fish.
But that's what makes us so successful, what we do too. That's how we're able to continue to be even more successful with each successive trip. There's a lot of words left using of that word, but it's like, it's paying off and it's fun. We've seen some awesome places.
Oh, yeah.
We've fished some amazing fisheries. We've fished outside, other than Maine, we've fished all of the best lakes that the entirety of New England has to offer. We've hammered Candlewood a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there 2 more times than you.
Yeah.
We've hammered Champlain now a few times. We've hammered everything that's good in New Hampshire. We've been to quite a few of some insanely good ponds down in Mass, like really well-known good ponds. Actually, There's one you still haven't been to that I went to with Goodman,
one
where I
that
dropped
had
my phone.
The one that had the channel that
Mm-hmm.
the water was way too low that day. We couldn't go.
No, that's another one. But it's another well-known one. But there's a guy like 3 weeks ago. Caught a
I know what
5.5
you're
pound.
talking. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
Molly?
5.5 pound smallie.
Jesus.
They're in there. There's tanks. You know, like there's a couple of places we could get to in Maine. Like we've been to the St. Lawrence. We've literally covered.
A lot.
There's like 35 or 40 miles. I got to figure it out. From wherever the mouth of the river is to Chippewa Bay, we've covered everything. We've fished 20 miles offshore in Lake Ontario. We've fished all the way down from the mouth of the river to Henderson Bay and up to the Canadian side for a half a day. The first year we went, and 2 years ago.
Accidentally went up into the Canadian side last year.
Yep. Thought we were going to get killed by Canadian Mounties.
The maple syrup pants.
Maple syrup, please.
Yeah.
It's just, dude, like, that's my favorite part about all this. We've seen so much shit, and we're going to see even more. I'm really looking forward to doing a southern trip, though. Yeah. I'm not looking forward to the drive. I'm not going to lie.
No.
As much as I want to bring my own boat.
Rent an RV.
That would be the way to do it. Tow my boat behind that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Vance, I absolutely love night fishing, especially throwing big wakes. Caught 16 over 4 pounds and 2 over 5 pounds this year. Almost all were out night fishing on a big wake bait, biggest 5 to 7. Michelle, there's your answer. What you should be doing, because he's absolutely spot on. Absolutely kills. Talon, I'm still mad I managed to sleep through the start of a tournament this year when I was at the damn lake. Ah, that sucks.
Oh,
I think we've all done that once.
I definitely have.
Jason, I'll be doing that kind of driving the 16th and the 17th. Windy Saturday and down to Southern Mass on Sunday. We'll be in Vermont for 2 days for those 2 very same days.
When is this? Next week? 2 weeks.
Yeah, a week from this Saturday. Not this weekend, next weekend. We're gone.
Okay.
Cam, no, I've not been to Cobb, but that's on my list. I know that place is absolutely insane. Talon, rent an RV and do a road trip from the Northeast towards Texas. I tell you what, if my life goes where I have my vision board set, and this becomes as big as I think it will be, that is absolutely on the table. There's a couple of other like business owners that I've looked up to for years, and they've really inspired me for like what being a business owner can be, like what that looks like, what you can do with the money you've made and the success that you have, and like just your overall influence and like being able to give back. And that is absolutely on like my long-term vision board. I would love if we got to a point where we're like making good money.
Yeah, we can just go.
Like tell wife and kids, like I maybe like either have them drive down or fly down like somewhere in the middle of it, but like literally just go on the road for a month and just fish some of these really well-known lakes. Like stay at each spot for like a day to 3 days, depending on the size of the lake, where it's located, like drive time in between them, like set up events to like meet people. Like, dude, it's crazy. And it's even insane to even think about that, getting to that level. But we were just talking about this the other day. Like we're getting to that point where it's hard for us to go somewhere and not have somebody recognize us, which is fucking mind-boggling.
It's weird, honestly.
It's a good weird, but you're right. It's absolutely weird.
It's like, hey, what's up? Oh, you guys are 603. Well, what?
Right.
What? Who the hell are you?
You know, we were fishing on Sunday. There's a guy that recognized us. There's a guy we apparently was in the channel I talked to.
Oh yeah.
We're like, you going in? Watch out for all the pike. It was him.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, it's just, that'd be sick. That'd be like, that's like goals, right? Like be able to get to a point where like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna come down, I'm gonna fish all of New England, and then I'm gonna go down. Let's go fish Smith Mountain Lake in Virginia. Let's go down to Kentucky Lake. Let's go to Chickamauga. Let's go out fish Lake Erie from Ohio. You know, in the spring when the smallies are up shallower. Mm-hmm.
No, right outside of Detroit.
Let's go down to. Yep. No, just anywhere in there.
No,
go down to.
In the winter. In Detroit.
That'd be nice. Detroit. I don't want to go to Detroit.
Some dudes catch fucking like multiple 8-pound smallies back to back. It's insane. I think it's
the whole
Milwaukee
north thing, right?
Not Detroit, Milwaukee.
It's good. I just be nuts. Be awesome. Talon, have a good night, buddy. Sorry if I missed you. If you're already gone. Can't wait to sign Haitian. Hell yeah, Kevin, you're gonna love it up there, man. Well, you've probably already been there a bunch of times, but anyway, you're gonna have a blast. They're on fire. They're absolutely on fire right now. Have confirmation. Well, yeah, that's the thing, Michelle. I mean, I don't even know. I think I've got close to 200 videos on the channel now. Like 150 of those are just New Hampshire. And there's only, I mean, there's a decent amount of repeats, but like, I don't know. I've showed off quite a bit in New Hampshire. And I want to continue to do that, but at the same time, like, my favorite thing about this is being able to travel. Like, just being able to go to all these different places and experience it. And as much as I love New Hampshire, it doesn't hold a candle to how good the fishing is in Vermont, in Maine. I would still say it beats the pants out of Massachusetts. Can't really say much for Connecticut. Candlewood is like baby Champlain. It's one of those few places where you could pitch into a patch of grass and catch a 5-pound smallie and a 5-pound large. You have back-to-back casts, so it's special because of that. And then Maine, dude, I fished one spot in Maine, and it was in a friggin' aluminum canoe at Josh's bachelor party.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude.
I know. I can't wait to go. Have to go. Have to go. Supposed to go this year, but because of COVID last year and this year, it was like, it just didn't quite work out. So, next year. Tim has already said, come on up.
I'd like to.
Yes,
go up.
sir.
I'd like to go up there.
Yep. Anyway. I don't know. We need locals to actually share and show. That's what I'm trying to do. What we're trying to do, Michelle. That's what I've been trying to do the last few years. It's like, you can become such a well-rounded angler just fishing New Hampshire waters alone. Because we have so much diversity in what we have to offer. You can go fish, 5 different kinds of kettle ponds. You can fish a dozen different glacial lakes, anywhere from 1,000 acres to Winnie, 42 or 46,000 acres, I forget. You can fish rivers. You can fish flooded reservoirs, like man-made reservoirs. We have everything. There isn't. Nah, I can't say that. I was going to say there isn't a single thing New Hampshire doesn't have, but like, I can't think of any. Well, actually, apparently the Connecticut River, you can go fish grass mats, apparently.
Connecticut River?
Yeah, I don't know where. But someone told me there's vegetation like that. You can actually like properly punch vegetation. But like that's kind of it. There may be other places that I am not aware of, but nobody talks about
do
them.
that again.
Yeah, it was insane. So it's I've heard of that name, that lake, Carl, but no, I haven't been there. Yes, Miles, Maine is magical. That's everybody tells me. Kevin, we're gonna get up there next year. Fish a lot more.
Well,
exactly, Cam. Like this weekend perfectly proves the point for what New Hampshire can do. Literally in the same day, you got guys catching. I mean, my kids had the opportunity to catch a 5+ pound largemouth in 3 feet of water or less. He came out of a foot of water. Like they were throwing a square bill, bombed it up, like almost slapping the bank and working it out. And they caught that smallmouth, honestly, probably in like 1.5 feet of water, but fought it all the way out 3 feet of water. Now that I really think about this. And that largemouth came all the way out with it. So he was up there cruising shallow. And then the lunker that was actually caught for the day was on a drop shot in 55 feet of water. Same body of water within a couple hours of each other. That's nuts. You can do anything. Do everything. You learn everything from New Hampshire. It's crazy. Thank you, Jason. Have a good night, buddy.
Later, dude. That's on Back Lake.
Do you guys know who Jesse Hall is? Throws lots of big baits and night and catches absolute beasts. I know that name. Is he Big Bite at Midnight?
I think and I was thinking the same thing. I don't think that's
Or is
him.
Jesse the one that... No, Big Bite at Midnight, I think, is from Rhode Island. Jesse maybe the guy from Maine. There's 2 guys that look really similar to each other. One's in Maine, one's in Rhode Island. I always get the 2 of them mixed up. I follow them both on Instagram. Miles, thoughts on Back Lake in New Hampshire? I used to go to Back Lake every year when I was a kid. Boys weekend. Whole family. I haven't been there... Oh, God. Coming up on 20 years now. But the last time we went there, 18 or 20 years ago, there's plenty of smallmouth still. It's a trout pond, but there are smallmouth in there now. Someone put them in. But it was just Rat City. I don't know if they ever got bigger.
They may have.
Maybe. I'd hope so. I mean, especially if they're stocking it with trout fingerlings. Right. They should get fat. Oh, okay. Good to know, Carl. And Michelle, you're very welcome. Thank you for showing up, supporting, donating, everything. Thank you. And yes, that is Back Lake in Pittsburgh. It's a cool place. Tall Timber Lodge right there. I don't know if the food is still as incredible as it was when I last went, but my God, was it incredible.
It's probably, how old are you when you went?
I think I was 16 the last time we went.
It's probably like nuggets and freaking.
Oh, no, dude. I had filet and rainbow trout.
Oh.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Is it right on the water? Is there docks?
Yep.
We should go.
Yeah, it's a 4.5 hour ride.
I like food.
Yeah, but we could go to Champlain, like,
Oh, true. Okay.
you know, it's fine. He's called Swimbait Stud. Yeah, he's up in Maine. Okay, maybe I don't follow him. I'll have to look him up. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's 9:50. I have no other parting thoughts at this point. I don't even know what else. On my part, there is nothing else to say. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to elaborate on that maybe I didn't give you a chance to do? Or you didn't think of?
I wish Dunkin' Donuts was 24 hours.
Yeah. Always go to Combies.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's about it. You can't really put that question into one nice conversation.
No. And I think we covered it extensively for over an hour.
We've been covering it for the last 32 videos.
Right. It's all leading up to this. But that's why, like, when the idea crossed my mind last night when I was brainstorming, I was like, oh, yeah, no, that's got to be it. Because, again, on the surface, I'm sure that someone rolled up on this. They're like, why do you fish? That's stupid. How are you going to do a live stream about that? We spent an hour listening to you guys, trying to elaborate, like, what drives you. An hour of us trying to elaborate what drives us. Why do we fish? That's such a loaded question. But it's an important one. Because it helps, maybe not necessarily keep you grounded, but I don't know, just for me, it helps my focus. Like, what am I focused on? What are my goals? What am I driving towards? And more importantly, it allows me to more accurately and honestly see the progression that we've made over the years. I know why I fish. That's for damn sure. I can't adequately explain it, but I sure as shit know why I fish. And knowing why I fish allows me to better recognize what I've done to accomplish for why I fish. It makes me feel good. I'm very happy with tonight's stream. I thought that was phenomenal. I got nothing else. Oh, hang on. Question. Carl, what's your thoughts on running straight 30 to 40 pound braid, no leader, in darker water up here in New England? Absolutely. You can even do that in clear water. If you're going after largies, they don't give a shit. Just lead it. Gin clear water, too. Do it. It's not always necessary. I know plenty of guys like our buddy Jerry there. All he fishes is straight braid. Even for smallies in gin clear water. He makes it work. I can't do that because I like fishing rocks too often. And braid and rocks, no bueno. But yeah, dude. Absolutely rock it. Other than that, is there any parting thoughts from the chat? Or should we wrap this up? Coming up shy of 2 hours.
I have all set. I don't think I have anything else that I want to talk about
No?
on that.
Well, I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend and that you all get out fishing, catch a giant. Weather's looking good this weekend, at least for New Hampshire and New England in general. I
Mayonnaise.
have Friday off to go up to one of my favorite places in the world in Vermont to pretty fish. And, well, we'll see how it goes. I am going to tie on some big-ass baits and see if I can't catch your 8-pounder and my 6-pounder.
You should.
I bet you I can get them both on that one rig. Could you imagine that if I call you? Guess what I did?
Click.
It'll happen for one of those fish just because I'm alone.
I know.
I'm going to stick a giant just because that's how it always happens. Nobody's ever there to congratulate me on the spot.
know.
I need my hug. All right. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Brian, Michelle, David, Vance, or Altitude, everybody that's still here. Thank you. I'm going to go kill the stream. And as always, I'll let
Just do it
Andrew.
right here.
Yeah, you could do it from there, I guess. I've always killed it from there first. You know what? I don't think
Hey.
it matters.
New camera. New ending.
New camera, new
See ya. Just kidding.
I think I had to kill it from the stream software. All right. Signing off. Everybody, who else was here? Miles, David, Alec.
Everybody.
Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Robbie, Chris, Vance, Kevin.
See ya, everybody.
Send in for next
Send-
Wednesday. Oh, next number top.
Oh yeah, if you want to shout out or if you want to message us and kind of throw out some topic ideas for stuff that you guys want to know or learn or something we can expand on, don't be afraid to hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, on the channel, YouTube, wherever. But until then, see you next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, same time.